Entrepreneurs, business owners, professionals who seek excellence, bringing the business classroom to you. It's the Business Builders Show. Here's Marty Wolff.
We still got a long way to go. Yes, we all got a long way to go.
Welcome to the Business Builders Show with Marty Wolff, the show for entrepreneurs, business owners, and business leaders. I'm Marty Wolff, your host for the Business Builders Show, and along with my executive producer, D.C. Taylor, we will be your guides on this learning journey. Let me tell you my super objective in being with you today. I want to enthusiastically share stories and information to inspire leaders, and if you're listening to this podcast, you are a leader, so that you can inspire others. My special guest with me today, and we have a very special message for folks, is Mr. McHale, and he is the CEO of a company called Production Systems Automation. Mike, welcome to the show.
Morning, Marty. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thrilled you're here. We have some really interesting COVID-19 information to share. But first, I want to share all this with folks. We are recording this interview the second week of April 2020. The world has been disrupted by the COVID-19 pandemic. We fully expect that this discussion with Mike McHale will be valuable now and in the future. So, Mike, again, welcome back to the show. You are the president/CEO of Production Systems Automation. Their website, folks, is PSASystems.com. That's PSASystems.com. Mike, before the COVID-19 pandemic, what was your company doing?
Marty, we were primarily a systems integrator in the robotic custom automation space. And locally in the Scranton, Wilkes-Barre area, we also have a fairly large service machine business.
Mm-hmm. And you were servicing, in addition to that, you were servicing companies nationally, including the Department of Defense. Am I accurate there?
That is correct, yeah. So our customers are all over the country, and we do have a pretty sizable program with the Department of Defense.
You're doing drones. You're doing all kinds of interesting products. You're an engineering company as much as anything else. And so maybe that's where I'll start down the road, because we want to spend our time on, I guess, a need that you identified in the marketplace as a result of the COVID-19 pandemic. So talk to me about, I think it was kind of an existing product that you've customized now. So maybe tell me about that.
Yeah, so Marty, for the last 6 or 7 years, we've been selling a product that we actually market as a bed bug oven. So we would actually sell it into the VA hospitals, Social Security Administration, to kill bed bugs on sheets, linens, and also paper goods or mail. And so a week and a half ago, we got a random phone call from one of our hospitals to say, does our oven effectively kill the COVID-19? So instinctively, I wanted to say no. But with a little research, we realized that there were some articles put out by the World Health Organization that the COVID-19 died at 132 degrees. So we started to do a little bit more research and finding that there could be a need to use our ovens to be able to treat COVID-19.
What is this product now called?
We're calling it now the Medical PPE Sanitation Unit. So basically, on April 1st, the CDC put out a report basically outlining how to effectively decontaminate N95 masks. So we took one of our bed bug ovens and modified it from just a heat to a moist heat. We built, our guys in the shop and our engineers put together a humidifier system into our oven, and we've effectively been able to meet the CDC guidelines of running our oven for 15 minutes at 150 degrees with 80% relative humidity.
So this was and is now adapted to, I guess you made a pivot into this new product, and its addresses, is it all soft goods? Is it masks? So describe in more detail exactly what it can sanitize.
Yeah, we pivoted, into this market because we saw a need and were asked by a hospital in New England if we could actually help. So we're not really in the medical goods space, but with a lot of research and a lot of smart people, we came up with this idea. So yeah, right now we're looking to be able to help with N95 masks, but yes, all other soft goods, anything that can handle 150 degrees and 80% relative humidity, according to the CDC guidelines, effectively kills the COVID-19 virus.
So I want to make sure people get this pictured in their mind. Those who are familiar, maybe in the medical world, or may already have a picture, but this isn't as you go into your GE oven in your kitchen. This is not that, right, Mike? So give us draw the picture, a mind picture for us of what this looks like.
And so there's actually a lot of reports on the market from Stanford, many different organizations that actually tell you that not to put any of your soft goods in an oven for multiple reasons. A, it's not meant for anything fabric. B, you have live elements that could potentially burn your house down. Our system runs on hot air, and the elements are outside of the chamber. Mm-hmm. So we're able to effectively add the humidity and the heat without damaging the goods.
How big is the unit? What's the overall dimensions?
It's about the size of a refrigerator.
Okay.
To give an idea. We also have very large ones that we make. We haven't retrofitted any of those yet. We thought this standard size, it's movable, it's easy to operate, and the cycle time's about 30 minutes.
So, Mike, your focus is on the medical community because it started there. Maybe there's other applications, but right now it seems that the medical world really needs this because obviously a shortage of all these soft goods, masks and otherwise. So can we find more information on this on your website, Mike?
Yeah, you can find it on our website at psasystems.com. Again, that's psasystems.com.
All right, so anyone can go and learn about this, but it looks like your focus, and appropriately so, is on the medical world. So I'm going to put you on the spot, Mike. Is it tested? Did it work? What's it look like, man? Talk to me.
Yeah, we do have a prototype unit in our facility that is tested. We're running it now for a couple of days just to get some more use case and more data off it, but it does work. It meets the requirements. And if the demand does overtake our ability to produce, we've decided that we would make our design public for anybody to be able to fabricate going forward.
Well, that's responding positively and in a good corporate citizen kind of way. So you were in one or two medical centers already. What are they actually saying? So these medical centers have never seen this product before? Is it completely new to them? What are they saying? And how do they load it? You're there. What are the medical professionals saying to you while you're there demoing this product?
In the past, no hospitals would be reusing these materials. You'd use them, you'd throw them away. But because of the shortage, everyone's has to come up with better ways of reusing and then sanitizing, so we're not spreading the virus to additional people. So these, the guidelines from the CDC was published on April 1st. That was just a few days ago. So not too many organizations have been able to come up with a solution for this yet. We were lucky enough that we kind of had to jump because we were working with a hospital prior to the CDC guidelines being published on the 1st. So we had a couple of day jump, but our staff has worked 7 days a week, 20 hours a day to get us to the point we're at right now.
Yeah. Well, it says I got an early jump, but you sent me some information on the product. And again, you're calling it a medical PPE sanitization unit. And in parentheses or under that, it says meets current CDC guidelines and procedures for safe sanitation of medical PPE moist heat incubation. So again, you've explained how this works. What are you expecting to hear? I mean, you're going to get the word out, being a good corporate citizen and actually having the engineering capability and the manufacturing capability to make this out. What are you expecting to happen as a result of getting the word out? You expect to hear from other hospitals? What are you looking for?
We're expecting to hear from hospitals. We're looking for feedback, how we can make it better, how we can help. That was really the goal, was to just be able to help in any way possible.
So, well, you made me think of another question. So you're going to be putting this out. I'm assuming that, and again, your engineers and your staff is all over this. Go back to the CDC guidelines for a minute, because, I mean, I looked at these CDC guidelines. Mike, there's a bunch of pages here, man. Like, how the heck? I mean, you and whoever else, your team, I mean, you had to pick things apart to really make sure that you fit all the guidelines. Am I correct there? This took some serious study.
Yeah, we spent a lot of time. Luckily, we did have some help from some professional people in the infectious disease community to kind of help us through this, so we could understand it, because we are not typically medical device manufacturers. We use our engineering capabilities and our fabrication capabilities, and came up with this solution. And luckily, the CDC did issue these guidelines for moist heat treatment. And, at this point, it looks like these masks can be used several times without any degradation. Yeah.
My guest is Mike McHale. He's the CEO of Production Systems Automation. His website is psasystems.com, psasystems.com. So Mike, I want to go a little deeper on so I'm a hospital, I'm a medical facility. Would I need a team of engineers to get this thing to work? Do I need a forklift to get it in the building? Explain to me. I want this unit. I call you, I get this unit. What does it take for me to get it there? Does it take special wiring? What does it look like? Talk to me about that.
It's a pretty simple installation, Marty. It'll arrive on a skid. You pick it off the skid and put it on the ground. This refrigerator-sized unit has wheels on it that you can wheel around, and it has a regular 208 plug on it. Plug it into the wall, put water in the hot water heater, and hit the cycle to start your cycle. It's that simple. We've made it pretty user-friendly.
So literally minutes, they can be putting their soft goods in this product and sanitizing. What's the normal time? Cycle time, if you will. Maybe that's the right word. Cycle time.
So cycle time is 30 minutes.
Wow. So what's the capacity? Could they get a whole bunch of masks and soft goods into this unit?
Yeah, we're sizing it with 10 shelves inside. So, depending on the size masks, if you got large ones or small ones, you could probably fit in the 100 range for masks. So medical facilities, I'm thinking hospitals, I am assuming would be the primary target. But wouldn't other medical facilities be interested in this product? Yeah, nursing homes, any type of rehab centers, any place where you're using an N95 mask or any other PPE can be used. And also in any of these pop-up hospitals, treatment areas, because this is pretty easy to plug in and wheel around, and it's pretty accessible. So the shipping goes on a common carrier kind of thing? How does it actually get shipped? Because there may be demand for this product. How does it get shipped? We'll do a direct ship right to your facility. Okay, so multiple use. First of all, I commend you, Mike, for thinking of this. And the word is pivot to your business to address a need that is an urgent need for medical facilities. It's an urgent need for all the healthcare professionals that need these products, because as of we're talking today, as far as I know, there's still a shortage of these soft goods. And so this unit is sorely needed. But Mike, I can also see a need, a few years down the road. Do you see this continuing to be a popular kind of unit in medical facilities? Marty, I don't necessarily know if I know the answer to that. Okay. The one thing that this unit could be reused to go back into bed bug treatments or anything after the COVID-19 goes away. there's other uses for it. And I think the hospitals could probably find ways of using it.
Okay. So it's going to be on your website, PSASystems.com. If they want to talk to you about it, is there a contact number or email on PSASystems.com for people to reach out to you?
Yep. Just go to PSASystems.com. You could click the email button or call any of the two main numbers for either facility, and you'll be put in contact with the right people. Yeah.
Well, Mike, I'm honored that you chose the Business Builder Show to talk about this first, and it'll be out to the general public. But I'm honored that you reached out to us to share the story. Again, it's Mike McHale, Production Systems Automation, PSASystems.com. I'm not completely finished yet, Mike, so I'm going to talk for a second and allow you to get your thoughts together so that you can kind of sum up what our discussion was all about, and if there's something that we forgot to talk about.
Marty, thank you for having me on. We really just want to get the word out that if any hospitals or any facilities need help, we're here to help. We will do our best to meet the needs. And please hit our website, PSASystems.com, for more information.
Mike McHale, PSASystems.com. Thank you so much for being part of the Business Builder Show, and good luck with the product, because I know it's making a big difference.
Thank you, Marty.
Bringing the business classroom to you. It's the Business Builders Show with Marty Wolff.